Indonesia has published the rules behind its plan to centralise commodity exports. The regulation answers some of the market's biggest questions, but also reveals how much control the government ultimately would want. CNN's Olivia Marzuki explains.
Investors will be scrutinizing the details of a regulation published just today that gives shape to Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto's one-gate export policy announced last month. Investors initially feared a state export monopoly, but the answer is more complicated. The rules confirm that a state-owned enterprise, Danantara Sumberdaya Indonesia, or DSI, will sit at the center for key commodities exports, including coal, palm oil, and ferroalloys. But not immediately. That means exporters are not being pushed aside overnight. At least for now, existing contracts can continue, and some companies may qualify for exemptions. The regulation also reveals something important. DSI will act as an intermediary, but it can also determine selling prices and set margins. That gives the state a much bigger role in how strategic commodities are sold. The longer-term plan is even clearer. After 31st December 2026, strategic commodity exports can only be carried out through the single state entity. So Indonesia is not creating a full export monopoly now, but it is building a system where the state takes far greater control over how key commodities are sold overseas. Supporters say that could help Indonesia capture more value from its natural resources and strengthen oversight of export earnings. Critics, though, worry it could create uncertainty and reduce flexibility for exporters. The regulation settles one debate. The policy is happening. The question now is whether tighter state control can be introduced without disrupting the trade flows that help power Southeast Asia's largest economy.